Hello, Cancer. It's your March reading. I can't believe it's already going to be March soon. And then we have the Pisces Mercury retrograde. I hope a lot of you are doing well. I know me personally, I've been going through a lot of transformation, a lot of purging and releasing of a lot of things that we as a Cancer sign have gone through. I feel like a lot of us need to stay grounded during this time in March, and also, to finish out this harsh energy with Mercury retrograde, because I feel like it's really got us in a very dark place mentally, physically, emotionally. So stay grounded as possible. I feel like hopefully things will start clearing up by the end of this Mercury retrograde. But Cancer, it's your turn for your reading. Anyways, I'm shuffling the cards real quick. See what kind of messages come in for each of us Cancers and what Spirit has for us. So, give it a few minutes and finish. So recently, if you ever heard of a song, it's from The Great Big World and Christina Aguilera, Follow Me. Listen to that song. I'll put the song in the description. It's a really good song, Follow Me, and it just really soothes just how relationships have been for me, and getting back in balance and swing of things. Just a lot of things going on with me personally that it's been difficult. So if you're in a relationship, that's a great song to just reconnect with your partner if you feel like a disconnect, or if you feel like some painful experience you've been going through. So I'll put that in the description for you guys to listen to. Just a song, so heads up, Really neat and interesting that the first card coming into March, we have the Six of Pentacles. I do feel like it's an indication, Cancer, you're starting to receive maybe something that you've been really wanting in a relationship, or there's been a lot of maybe confrontations with people when it comes to the giving and receiving part of the relationship. And I feel like whoever you're in a relationship with, or you're single, just giving to yourself. But I think it's a mere balance of I was saying protection. Yeah, protection. The mere balance between the yin and yang aspect of yourself. And I'm really noticing this simple Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra in the relationship, or something of that nature, where you're trying to find the balance within this relationship. It could be karmic for some of you. It could be just the knowing, the inner knowing of this relationship. You could be drawn to two people. I feel like, Cancer. It could be a family situation you're going through when it comes to giving and receiving. I kind of noticed the jackets on these two people. When you look at it, it's kind of orangish, yellowish. I don't know if you can see that, and blue. And then the person. Maybe you feel like in some way, Cancer, that there's someone higher than you. Maybe you can't obtain in their role of leadership, or you're begging for something, begging for attention, begging for approval. I do feel like there's a lot of familiarity with this card. Like, I'm feeling solar plexus issues, throat chakra issues, root issues. So I feel like not necessarily you're going through this, but you've been going through a lot of these three different energies within the chakras. Um, I feel like for some of you Cancers, it's been going on where you've been given a lot to a situation. Maybe the person you're connected with in or this relationship. It could be a third party situation I'm feeling too. But I'm feeling more like you've been putting a lot of effort. I feel like for some of you, you've been studying up something about your partner. That's for some of you. I do feel like there's this need to step back in your relationship. If you're in a relationship, if you're single, I feel like this is more about giving to yourself. There's this need to assess the problems, your day-to-day problems, and it's like I'm fully focused on just one card. I'll get to the other ones, but there's this need to clear your space. There's this need to clear what you've been giving. And finally receive. That's really what I'm getting. Is step back from the relationship so you can be given to. And maybe that's where you're solely focused on that root chakra. It's giving, 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 giving. But learn to receive. And I think that's why this card is like showing me that. And learning to speak up when you feel like you're not getting what you're receiving. Being more authoritative in that nature. I don't know. I do feel like things are going to balance itself out. It's just learning how to manage the duality. You know, we got the Libra energy. I'm really picking. You could be dealing with a Libra, like I said. Also Gemini and Taurus. So I'm feeling Cancer. Things are gonna balance out for you in March. I feel like right now, currently, you're learning how to speak. You're learning how to let someone love you. And I feel like a lot of you have been entrapped with the idea of what love is. Like, you feel like maybe someone's lying to you. Maybe someone's not being honest with you. I think there's a lot of things going on internally, Cancer, that you don't know how to deal with. But I feel like the month of March is about receiving everything you're putting into. Yourself. Feeling Leo energy and Taurus energy strong, especially with these two. Some of you're taking on this energy maybe in this month. Some of you want children of that nature. I do feel like there could be Sagittarius too. So I feel like it's an indication of spirit. Spirit is communicating through the birds. I'm feeling with that card. I do feel like there's a need to end this cycle. And I don't know why I'm getting December. Because I'm feeling like when I'm looking at this card, it's like giving me that Christmas vibe. So maybe something's coming to you in December. Maybe these two things. I don't know. That has to do with Leo or Taurus. I'm picking on you're learning to embrace yourself. You're learning to fully embody spirits, the cosmo energy. You know, she's wrapped up in pearl, or not pearl, wrapped up in royalty. So I feel like Cancer's spirit is speaking through the animals. Spirit is speaking through the animals to give you the messages, whatever that may apply to. But I feel like strongly it could be something that you're trying to create in your 3D. And I feel like everything that you've gone through at this point is to remove those things, those blockages, to love those things that pin you down. And I feel like you're getting the victory. And I noticed too in this card, Cancer, that there's someone here with you. And that could be indication or inkling that maybe you're getting, or you're feeling like someone or spirit has your back, watching you, protecting you. I just recently had something weird happen where I couldn't find my earphones, because sometimes I like to listen to music or ASMR at nighttime. And I noticed two people in the back. That's really weird. So, two people, maybe someone that really looks like my fiance almost. Well, that guy. Um, there's people right there. Yeah, you are divinely guided, Cancer. I've been getting a lot of signs and synchronicities about that, especially with this bird right here, the eagle. You are divinely guided and protected. I feel like, see Christmas again. I don't know. It's like I'm noticing these symbols I never realized. I feel like with a lot of this painful feelings, it's going to subside. But yeah, something about December I'm feeling in that. I do feel like Cancer, you're coming in a good space in March. I feel like, you're in your own leadership, and I feel like that's where you need to step up when it comes to roles in your relationship, when it comes to speaking your truth, when it comes to creating the life, the emotional life that you want, the emotional stability within the relationship that you want. I feel like a lot of you, when it comes to your emotions, you're very guarded. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like there's this need to ease up on that. There's need to maybe relocate it in something, maybe reinvent yourself in some way. I don't know, I'm noticing in this back forest, one thing when I notice is darkness. So I feel like you're leaving the darkness. There could be something mysterious within people that maybe you're not aware of, or something about, I don't know, I'm catching Taurus again, Taurus energy, that they have a hidden agenda. Someone has a hidden agenda here. I don't think it's a relationship here, and I'm just sensing that about that card. Maybe in some way you've had a hidden agenda. And I feel like a lot of this darkness energy that you've been surrounding yourself, associating with yourself, I feel like you're going to speak clear from now on. Because I feel like you don't want to live in this hidden agenda mode to create something. I feel like a lot of you, you want to come from a place that's honest, respectful, and loving. I feel like emotionally you've been closed off to Cancer when it comes to speaking your truth, because you put a lot of time and effort into a relationship that maybe there's a lot of confusion when it comes to things in the relationship, because you don't want to be played again. You don't want to be tested again. But I feel like it almost being tested in some way when it comes to love and relationship. I feel like a lot of you just need to let go of a lot of the control issues and just trust again. Trust that Spirit has a plan. That's what I'm really feeling. I'm going to see if we can get more cards of clarity. So yeah, you need to let these thoughts calm swayedly out of this fear. I do feel like a lot of you are in this cold energy, this dark energy, maybe night of the soul or something. Your mental blocks, trying to clear your mind in the month of March. Maybe there's something that you need to speak to an air sign about. Maybe there's something that you have recently spoke about that you're going to get the clarity you need to have a new beginning. And I do feel like I'm feeling like Cancer, you've been feeling in and out energy for some times. And it's really got you in confusion. Like you're not sure on your direction at the moment. I do feel like things are going to clear up. I really feel positive energy coming in, in March, especially the beginning part. Because a lot of these significant energy